Coming up on this episode of NPS Now, Ocean View celebrates the district's fourth school groundbreaking in a year. Preschoolers get special gifts from Apple and AT&T. And Gifted Education showcases some amazing programs. In our third segment, we'll discuss Tdap shots for fifth graders, plus Steve Sutmiller with sports. All that and more next on NPS Now. Hello and welcome to NPS Now, your source for news and information about Norfolk Public Schools. I'm your host, Karen Tanner. After serving the Ocean View community for over 75 years, the time for change had finally come as ground was broken for the new Ocean View Elementary. Dignitaries from the city and the school district, along with community members and staff and students from the school, came together to celebrate the start of a brand new building that will offer students greater educational opportunities.
You know, it's really exciting. I was hesitant at first because I've been here for 20 years now. This is my 20th year because I'm so attached to the building, but I'm really excited because the kids are going to have all this new technology and all these new opportunities, and with our maritime program still in place, we're going to have a great new science lab, and our forest is still intact, so it's going to be really exciting for the kids. So it's a great day.
I'm ecstatic. This is why I went into education, to provide children with an opportunity, not just from the instructional side, but also from the physical environment, that we can provide them with an opportunity to be successful.
I think it's great because it's going to be big. They're going to have new supplies for the kids, and it's still safe. And there's going to be a lot of green spots around, so I think it's going to be really good.
The new Ocean View Elementary is scheduled to open in the fall of 2017. The school will house approximately 700 students in grades K through 5 and will continue to feature its Maritime Pathway program. Over 400 preschoolers recently received their own iPads thanks to a very exclusive federal grant. Here's the story.
After 18 months of planning, students and staff at Berkeley Campostella Early Childhood Center finally got to celebrate the official start of the Tdap program. State and city officials, along with school board members and NPS administrators, were on hand to congratulate the students and staff for being the only school in Virginia to receive the prestigious White House ConnectEd grant. Tdap, which stands for Developing Amazing Young Minds through Apple Connect, was made possible thanks to the ConnectEd grant, which brought Apple and AT&T on board. Apple provides iPads for all the students, plus multiple products for teachers and staff, while AT&T provides technology that will enable them to use their new tools away from the school.
This is so exciting for us. You know, AT&T Aspire is our signature philanthropic initiative that's really focusing on innovation in education. So being a part of the ConnectEd initiative and being able to provide mobile broadband for these students is really, really a joy for us.
Both Apple and AT&T will work with the school for the duration of the 3-year grant. But the main reason for the celebration is because of all the educational opportunities this technology will provide to these young minds.
But what I want to do is enhance academic achievement. I indicated in the program that part of the grant was indicating what we do each and every day here at Berkeley Campostella. We're very creative, we're very innovative, and we initiate rigor in a very fun way. So with this grant, with the iPads, we will be able to enhance academic achievement, allowing our children to explore opportunities that we can't bring into the classroom.
This Tdap grant that we have that Dr. White was able to bring to our district is just so exciting. I think it really sets us on that path to make sure that we are the center of STEM excellence, we are the center of technology excellence, and being able to have partners like WHRO and Apple and AT&T and Congressman Scott's office and Councilman Riddick and everybody coming together with the children at the center, using this technology to enhance our academic teaching and learning. I think that's what Norfolk Public Schools is all about.
Students and their parents gathered at Maury High School for the first ever Gifted Education Showcase. Norfolk Public Schools families learned about the numerous opportunities available for gifted and high-ability children in our district. Highlights of the evening included performances from the Governor's School of the Arts and presentations by the Strolling Silver Strings and the Young Scholars Program.
I think it's very cool and interesting, and I'm glad they're doing it because it has like the future children, like of the future, they get to express themselves.
It's fantastic. I think that Norfolk Public Schools have a lot to offer, and people need to know that. And I think it's hard to get a lot of the information out there. So learn as much as you can, go and get all the information, gather it, and share it with your kids.
Particularly in this day and age, people feel that gifted education is elitist, or gifted education is not looked at because you think, oh, they can take care of themselves. But all students deserve to have a quality education, and all students deserve to grow. And that also includes our gifted learners. And so we saw opportunities that our gifted learners can have. The Young Scholars Program designed especially for them. The Governor's School for the Arts for our talented gifted students. Strolling Strings, Jazz Ensemble. So we have a lot of different programs, different opportunities. But if you don't know about it, you don't apply. So this gave us a chance to really show and highlight those programs.
Over 200 students in kindergarten, first and second grades at Taylor Elementary were treated to a special performance of Little Red Riding Hood by the Virginia Opera. The performance was possible thanks to an anonymous donation and is part of the Virginia Opera's Adopt a School program. From the very first notes, it was clear that these young students were enthralled with this unique brand of storytelling.
Well, you know, music and storyline all tie in. It brings a literacy component that cements the storyline in their head. They have the characters, they have predictions of what they think is going to happen next, and they have mood and nuance. And it was really fun to watch them figure out what was going to happen next and how the wolf was going to make his deception. So tons of literary components and just really bringing those characters to life.
With each opera, not only to be age appropriate, but to find relevant ties to the Virginia standards of learning, because obviously we're pulling kids out of class, so we want this to act as an enriching, complementary activity to what they're learning about in school. But beyond that, it's exposure to opera. For many of them, it's their first exposure, and opera is just such a wonderful confluence of the arts. So my hope is that it introduces them to opera in a way that will help to cultivate future audiences for our art form.
The school board of the City of Norfolk recognized students and staff for their academic and athletic accomplishments during a ceremony at Lake Taylor Middle School in late January. This mid-year recognition ceremony gave the school board and superintendent a unique opportunity to personally thank individuals and groups for all of their hard work. The Norfolk Public School Board will hold its monthly business meeting on Wednesday, February 17th at 7 p.m. on the 12th floor of the school administration building. Prior to the business meeting, they will hold a workshop at 5 p.m. Both the meeting and the workshop will be aired live on WNPS-TV 47 and on the NPS website. If you have any great story ideas or events happening at your school, please be sure to contact us at nps_news@npsk12.com. Coming up next, NPS Sports with Steve Stepmiller. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to NPS Now. I'm Steve Stepmiller, Senior Coordinator of Athletics. Today we have two guests in the studio to talk about athletic scholarships and signing day. We have Jennifer Parker, head basketball coach at Maury High School. Welcome.
Thank you.
And she has brought a basketball player, Kashana Sutton, from Maury High School. Welcome.
Thank you.
Kashana, we're going to talk about you right now. Tell us about earning that scholarship and where did you get a scholarship?
I got a scholarship to Virginia Union, and it was just such a great achievement. I had to work hard, stay on top of everything, and keep grinding.
All right. So you got that scholarship. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Talk about that process of playing academically and then also playing. How did they see you?
Actually, they came to me at an actual AAU tournament, talked to me, and they asked my grade point average. I told them it's a 3.6, and I was like, I can raise it and everything. And with the athletic part, I just had to keep working.
Okay. Coach, let's kind of talk about her process as a coach. You know, obviously the academics is number one, and then about her athletic ability.
Well, Kashana is, the big thing I like about Kashana is she works hard all the time, on and off the court. And I think a lot of times kids think when they're being recruited by a school, the school calls and says how many points they average, how many rebounds they have, but that's never the first question. They always ask about their work ethic, what type of person they are in the classroom, outside of school. And you know, it's easy with her because she's such a good person. You know, you ask any of her teachers, they'll have good things to say about her. She works hard, she's very respectful. And then on the court, you get the same effort with her every game. You know, you can guarantee that. And she works hard. You know, a lot of times too, they think things are just given to them, but you have to work outside of, you know, Maury High School basketball or AAU team, put time in, working on your individual skills, getting better. And just to see her growth from when I first started coaching her to now is tremendous, you know, because she can not only play in the post, she can play on the wing, run the point sometimes if I need her to. And she also is very involved in AAU, which a lot of times now coaches see you in that circuit, then they'll contact me.
Okay,
high school coach.
so that's a good question. So exactly, what is your process and your involvement in getting her seen? It sounds like the summertime, the AAU circuit is a big reason where they're seen. But how, from the high school standpoint, how do you assist in that?
Well, most of the time, what happens is, you know, they get seen in their AAU games, you know, because now all the college coaches will go to the tournaments and different tournaments. And then from there, they contact me, usually early in the school year, to find out when we're working out, when preseason is, to come and see her in the gym at the different preseason workouts. And then they also sometimes will come to a game to see her, to see if what they saw in AAU carries over into the high school setting as well.
All right. So you recently just had a signing day with multiple athletes. Talk about the pride that Maury has with that.
Well, Maury High School, and I know for myself as a coach, there's nothing better than seeing your student athletes go on to the next level. Kashana is very blessed and lucky and worked hard to get her athletic scholarship, and what a relief that is as a parent to get the financial aspect taken care of, and the pride to just see all that hard work she's put into it. And again, too, as a coach, I have some girls that are going on to college that aren't necessarily on an athletic scholarship. They're just going on academics and whatnot. And as a coach, and even I think as a school, that's our #1 priority is to get them to the next level, whatever it is they want to do. So, you know, her hard work really paid off for her.
So, Kashana, how does it feel to see other classmates and other student athletes sign on the dotted line that day?
It's actually a blessing to see everybody do the same thing that I'm doing, like working hard and moving forward and take our next step into our next life. And it's just great seeing them.
Okay. So, how has Maury High School prepared you to be in the position you are right now, both academically and athletically?
Both having a teacher and a coach on my back, pressing forward to see me do better and want me to see me do better things in life, that actually prepared me very well.
Okay, so you have your scholarship. Congratulations. So what advice can you give to other student athletes? And Coach, you can chime in on that as well.
Don't stop working. Just don't. Keep pushing forward. Just keep pushing. No matter how hard things get, just keep pushing.
Okay. Coach, anything with that?
I would just say keep working hard. Like she said, you know, do the things when the college coaches aren't in the gym watching you. You know, how you work on your own time to improve your own skill set, and then transfer that into the games. But just work hard. And, you know, it may not be the first thing. Like, you know, some people get offers their junior year. Shauna got it her senior year. She never stopped working hard to get that. So I would just, you know, agree with her and say just keep working hard.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations to both. Changing gears a little bit, let's talk about your season. How's it going, and then what's the outlook, because we're coming up on conference tournament time?
We've done very well this year. It was such a transition year. We have girls in a lot of new roles, stepping up, and Kashana stepped up in a leadership role. We've had some highs and lows. You know, right now we're 16-5 going in our last week of the season. We have 2 games this week, and then we'll roll into the tournament. So we're hoping we're peaking at the right time, doing the things we need to do, focusing on the little things. You know, trying to do those to push us over, because you know now after this week it's, you know, you gotta come to play every game.
Sure.
So.
Kashana, she mentions leadership role. Last year your team was, you lost a lot of talent from last year, and you've kind of taken on that leadership role. So how's that feel?
It was kind of hard to accept at first until I got into the groove of things with basketball, communicating with my teammates, picking them up when they're down and everything.
Okay. Well, you know, we wish you good luck for the remainder of the season. Hope you advance far into the tournaments, and we'll be watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
More NPS Now after this.
Welcome back to NPS Now. With me today is Dr. Demetria Lindsay, the District Health Director for the Norfolk Health Department, and Shelley Lewis, the Nursing Supervisor here in Norfolk Public Schools. Welcome, ladies, to NPS Now.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm glad to have you guys on the show. There's some important immunizations coming up shortly, but before we get into that, I want to know a little bit more about the two of you. First, with Dr. Lindsay, tell us a little bit about your role there at the Norfolk Health Department.
Well, I'm the director of the Norfolk Department of Public Health, and the Health Department is responsible for promoting and protecting the health of all citizens and residents and visitors as well in Norfolk. We do a variety of activities, including surveillance, looking for evidence of diseases such as outbreaks that we may need to intervene upon. We also provide a variety of different services. We do restaurant inspections, swimming pools, hotels, a variety of different things that are important to ensuring that everyone can be as healthy as possible.
Great, great. And Ms. Lewis, what do you do with us here in Norfolk Schools?
We do surveillance of screenings, vision and hearing screens, as well as height and weights. We take care, specialized care for children with special needs in the school system. We monitor immunization compliance, provide first aid, emergency care, and things of that nature.
And you mentioned immunization, watching over that and being in charge of that, because
Yes.
this is something we want to talk about here today is the Tdap shot. And every year we're requiring sixth graders, rising sixth graders, to have that shot. What is the Tdap shot?
Tdap stands for tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis. It's a combination shot to protect children from those diseases. Tetanus, some people may recall as lockjaw. That's the common name for that. And pertussis, the whooping cough. Those are very serious illnesses that we don't see a lot today because of the vaccination program that we have.
Mm-hmm. And Ms. Lewis, why is it important for them to have this shot?
It is important because this will hopefully, potentially reduce the number of cases that we see in the population.
Mm-hmm. And so I take it this has been around for a while, so we've been doing this shot for a while, and every year we've been trying to encourage our parents and our students to get this shot done. And so this year, why is it required for them to have this shot before they get into sixth grade?
Well, generally, the people get these shots for the first time when they're children, under the age of 2. But by the time they reach around sixth grade, the immunity that they acquired from their infant vaccinations starts to wane. And this is the time that they need a booster to boost that protection again.
Mm-hmm. And so how will it be administered, Ms. Lewis, in the schools?
It will be done through the health department in conjunction with the school nurses.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be done March 14th through the 24th.
Okay, so we're here to make some phone calls to the households and let parents
Indeed.
know. So there is a particular letter that comes from the health department?
Yes, that letter actually is co-signed by me as the health director and also our school superintendent, encouraging parents to return it, giving approval for us to give the shots in school, which is the most convenient and opportune time to do that.
Then to the schools. So I believe beginning February 8th, their letter's going to be going home, messages, information, reminding parents to return the form by what?
The 17th.
16th or 17th?
16th.
Next Tuesday.
And letting them know that the shots are going to be administered in the school by the school nurses the week of March 14th through the 24th.
Yes, by the health department.
Now, what happens if they do not have that immunization shot, the Tdap shot, before the school year is out and they want to come to school in September? What happens?
They will not be allowed to enter 6th grade.
Okay, they will not be able to. So what does that mean? They won't be able to come to school, or?
They will not be allowed to come to school until they have been properly vaccinated.
And I think we've had some cases in the past where some students had not had their shots.
Unfortunately, last year we had over 700 children who were not able to enter to 6th grade because they did not have this vaccination. And this is the easiest way for them to get that done.
Now, are there any side effects to this shot, the Tdap shot?
Very minimal. Very minimal. There may be some slight swelling at the injection site, but normally that's about it.
So we want to just make sure every year that we catch those rising 6th graders that are in 5th grade before the school year is out to get this shot. Is it unique for us to have our school nurses administer the Tdap shot in the schools?
Yes, it is unusual. To our knowledge, this is the only school district in the state, definitely within Hampton Roads, that actually provides the vaccination in every school, rising 6th graders in the school setting.
So there's no excuse, parents, right?
No.
No excuse. Fill the forms out. Be aware that the week of this week, and return them on the 16th, and you get your shots on the 14th through the 24th of March. Wow. So is it every year, is it like that? We have that many students missing their shots?
We usually have around 600 to 700. Initially, when we first started this, around 2009, we had a dramatic reduction, cut that number in approximately in half. But we've seen a steady increase since that time. And I don't think parents realize that if they don't get it in this setting and they end up having to have their child to sit out, that means taking a day off from work or being inconvenienced otherwise, hitting that rush of students trying to get the shot.
So this shot is free?
Yes, it is.
It's no cost to the parents. You just got to return it, and then your child gets a shot, as opposed to taking off and going to the pediatrician's office and paying $20 or a visit there, whatever your copay would be.
Correct. We do ask for your insurance information for those who have insurance, and we will charge the insurance, but we do not charge the parents at all. There's no copay associated with this.
So a parent watching this show and they have any questions, who would they reach out to and ask a question? Call or email or contact?
They can call us at the health department, or they can call
the school nurses.
Norfolk Public School.
Okay, what's some numbers that they can reach you all at?
683-2497 or 683-2788.
Okay, what about for the schools?
For the any of the schools that have 5th grade, and I don't have those numbers
All of them.
for.
Okay, great, great, great. Well, parents, you've been put on notice. Excuse me. There's free shots.
Yes.
The week of the 14th of March to 24th of March. Come get your shots and have your child straight so they can start straight to school. Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Great. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate you all.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
We want to thank you for watching MPS Now. It airs weekly on WNPS Channel 47, or you can view us online at www.mpsk12.com. If you have any great story ideas or information you'd like to share, email us at mps_news@mpsk12.com. Again, we want to thank you for watching MPS Now.